Comey suggests Bannon in world of trouble, indicative of people Trump surrounds himself with. With former White House strategist Steve Bannon being indicted on fraud charges, former FBI Director James Comey made an appearance on Sunday on CBS's Face the Nation to discuss how much trouble Bannon is in. Comey was FBI director in the months leading up to the 2016 election and was previously a U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York. He was behind the investigation into Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton's emails and was also behind the investigation into Russia interfering in the election. After Trump was elected and became president, he found out the FBI was investigating the Russian interference in the election. He followed this by firing Comey in May 2017. The former FBI director was asked by Margaret Brennan of CBS's Face the Nation about Bannon's indictment and replied, "It's another reminder of the kind of people this president surrounds himself with. At this point, they could almost start their own crime family. It's a very serious case," he added, noting that the very same district where he had formerly been U.S. attorney has laid it out in a very detailed indictment called a speaking indictment, and he's in a world of trouble. Bannon and 3 others were arrested as the guys behind the We Build the Wall fundraising campaign. They are accused of defrauding donors out of money for the purpose of privately constructing a portion of Trump's border wall. Comey explained it was a huge amount of money stolen from innocent victims. Americans who thought they were giving money to support the president's wall on the Mexican border, and instead it was stolen. That will drive up the potential punishments for Mr. Bannon and his co-conspirators. He further added that he's in trouble because the indictment lays it out in such detail, including excerpts from texts. If you're Steve Bannon or you're his lawyers, you're reading this saying, "I'm going down here," adding, "I don't know what the next steps are for him and his co-defendants, but that's what I meant by world of trouble." The FBI was faulted by the Senate Intelligence Committee for not doing more to alert officials at the DNC. The panel also sent a letter to the Southern District asking them to investigate Bannon for lying to Congress. Brennan asked if there is more that the public needs to know about Bannon and his links to election interference. While admitting that doesn't know what the Southern District is doing, he noted that he thinks this indictment surprised a lot of people because they did it like the pros they are. They didn't talk about it until they were ready to bring the case. Yet, he also noted that people can learn an awful lot about Russia and the Trump campaign just by reading the 1,000 pages that the Senate Intelligence Committee put out this week. It tells a story that blows up the president's nonsense about it being a hoax, that blows up Attorney General Bill Barr's nonsense about there being nothing to investigate. Comey was asked what he sees as the biggest threat to the rule of law right now and responded that even-handed law enforcement has disappeared from the Justice Department under Bill Barr and Donald Trump. It shouldn't matter whether Trump likes you or not. Everybody should get a fair shake. And that the trust is under attack. It's the very reason, he said, behind his scheduled appearance at a political event this week. Regarding the Senate intelligence report that was released last week, Brennan noted the conclusion was that Trump campaign chair Paul Manafort represented a grave counterintelligence threat to the U.S. She noted it went deeper than former special counsel Robert Mueller went with it and wondered why the public was just hearing about it. Comey explained that the panel was looking at all information while Mueller was approaching it like a prosecutor and which charges would stick. He went past that question, and after noting Trump's campaign head was giving information to a Russian intelligence officer, he added, "Let that sink and then ask yourself, so there was nothing to investigate here, as Bill Barr says, it was a hoax?" The Republicans have exploded that nonsense. Brennan circled back and mentioned that many feel the FBI should have done more to alert the DNC to the threat. "That's fair criticism," said Comey. "I think at the time our folks thought that just telling an institution that the Russians are inside your house was enough. Nobody anticipated this wasn't normal intelligence gathering, this was an effort to weaponize. U.S. District Judge Annalisa Torres said on Monday that Bannon can appear in court on a video screen because of coronavirus-related disruptions at the courthouse. The hearing will be next week. He has pleaded not guilty and was freed on $5 million bail.